So just allowing yourself to arrive. Maybe closing your eyes and connecting to your heart space. And just breathing gently into there. It's waiting for people to arrive. People who've just arrived, we're just gently tuning into our own heart space, just breathing gently into it as well. Let people arrive. Just feeling into that love, that call to hear today, that supported you to turn up for yourself, for the planet, for love. So thank you everybody for being here on this amazing special day. This eclipse, not the eclipse, the solstice. The solstice and this planetary conjunction that the rare event, the return of the Star of Bethlehem, as to say, and let's return this light inside of ourselves as well, you know. I just want to say thank you so much for turning up. You know, I think of all the workshops I've done, you know, the intention of this one to just breathe in alignment to love and to just open our hearts to say, you know, how can I be of service to love? You know, it's just such a amazingly beautiful one that so many people have actually turned up just to say, like, how can I be of service? You know, how can I be of service to the planet at this time. You know, the planet is going through such massive changes, you know, and still ongoing, obviously, you know, and so much fear happening, and that you're still able to turn up in this place of love, of power, and of alignment to, you know, to the bigger love is just such a powerful act, you know. And sometimes, although, you know, these acts of love can seem like a small droplet when we see so much is going on, you know, you know, the message I keep getting time and time again is this is more important than what we realize, you know. This is more important, and you know, we can't understand the impact of what we're doing just by turning up in love. And so let's just keep doing it. Let's just keep turning up in love for ourselves, for each other, for the planet. And you know, the when we work with the breath, we're literally, with each breath, we're flooding our body with love. We're flooding our body with so much love and light, and it moves things within us. It moves the things within us that are in between us and fully embodying that love. And when we fill ourselves with love everywhere we go in life after that, you know, every footprint we take, we're leaving an imprint of love. Every, you know, go to the shops and we're touching people with that love, as well as transforming our own lives. So yeah, let's just fill ourselves with love. Let's go in with this intention of being aligned to love. And when we bring ourselves into alignment with love, it does mean that often things need to move within ourselves. Healing sometimes needs to happen. Emotions do come to the surface. But by bringing ourselves into love, because we are also the planet, you know, there's no separation. We are helping to bring the planet back into alignment as well. So it's medicine for the earth as well as medicine for ourselves, to do with that intention. So before I'll go into the introduction of the breath, but let's just start by sort of connecting ourselves into alignment. We're going to start by imagining this core of light that's coming down through our body, down into the earth. And this core of light's like our balance point. It's our center point. And if we allow ourselves to hold ourselves in this place, we always feel this place of balance, of clarity, empowerment. And if you ever need to return back to this place in the breath work, if it becomes too emotional, you can always just imagine this core of light flowing down you. And actually, the stronger we hold this core of light, the deeper we can go into that emotional realm, because we can always return back to this place. So I work a lot with the energy of the diamond. And the energy of the diamond is the highest vibration of love that we all hold within our hearts. And it's that vibration of love that connects us to each other, and also connects us to the sacred, to the divine, to the big love, the big love, which we are too. You know, there's no separation really. And the diamond's the reminder of that. It's that truth that exists within ourselves. We can also be supported by the diamond. And by imagining a diamond structure around our body at any time, we can imagine we can amplify our energies and really support us to hold in this diamond vibration, this vibration of love. So the diamond shape that I work with is like octahedron, which is a four-sided pyramid above and a four-sided pyramid below. And if we imagine this going around our body, the middle point would be just above our pubic bone. So if we just imagine now we're sitting in this big diamond structure, or lying in it, but we just imagine being supported, and with this core of light that's coming down through our bodies. And then if we let our mind's eye go down from the bottom of our diamond, following a golden string right to the bottom of the earth, the center of the earth, we can also find a diamond in the center of the earth. And we remain connected to that at all times. And so we can imagine that diamond light flowing back up through that golden string, filling our own diamond with each breath. And then we can also imagine a string coming up from the top of a diamond, going right up to the center of the universe, where there's also the diamond, the holy star, the Christ light. And we can imagine this diamond light also flowing back down through that golden string and filling our diamond with each breath. And just placing our hands on our hearts. Just going into our own heart and also seeing our own diamond in there. And if you can't see it, it's still there. And just with each breath, know that that diamond's been charged up, and it's going to, as we do the breath work today, it's going to be radiating and spreading that light through your body and filling that diamond structure around you, and then spreading out across the planet, connecting our heart to all the other diamond hearts that exist, that are living around the planet at the moment, and who in their own ways are also plugging into this vibration of love. So I'm just going to go a little bit over. You can either stay with your eyes closed or you can open your eyes for it, but I'm just going to go over a little bit about how to do the conscious breathing. I know in this session there's some people who are coming who aren't doing this breath work, the conscious breath work, and that's totally fine. If it's not right for you to do, and it's really important to tune in, is this the right time for me to do it? Because it can bring emotions to the surface. And there are also contraindications to it, which I'll go through, but it's absolutely so powerful in itself just to do normal breathing as well, just to breathe love into your own heart space, to do that through the nose breathing, do that through your mouth breathing, but just doing it at a normal space, breathing love into your heart with the intention of being in alignment and being in service for half an hour, 45 minutes is going to be a really powerful thing in itself. And coming together with other people who are doing the breathing, we create a resonance energy that's bigger than any of us could do alone. So do give yourself permission to breathe in the rate that's right for you. When we do the breath work, we can either do it sitting up. When we do it sitting up, it's a quite more empowered position, so an active position. So tune in to what's right for you. Or the more usual position is to do it lying down. We'll begin lying down with our hands at our side, and this is the more surrendered position. And we do it hands by your side just because it gives more freedom for movement. But you can also, if need be, put your hands on your heart. And because in this session we're going to be focusing on breathing into this heart space, and it can be really useful to feel here, especially to begin with, just to see if your lungs are actually moving there. And if you think, when we see like a baby's chest move, this part just moves. You can see it moving up and down so easily, but often it comes a lot tighter when we're adults. So we're just going to feel in there, can we get this part of our chest moving with each breath? And also these parts can sometimes hold a lot of energy that just needs to be moved so we can fill ourselves with more light. So when we do the breathing, the most important thing is that we're going to be using a conscious connected breathwork technique, which is where we don't hold the breath between the in-breath and the out-breath. So it's like a circular motion. So when we're breathing into the heart, we'll just be like, because we are breathing into the heart space, it's often a shallower breath that we'd be doing to start with. Rather than breathing into the belly, just so that we can really focus. And if you need help to bring it into this heart space, just imagining the light with each breath just flowing in here, like with laser focus. For the first 10 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes, it can be a bit difficult, and we can feel like, oh, this is a bit boring, or nothing's really happening. If possible, just continue through that and try to push past it, because after 5 or 10 minutes, we're going to a more altered state, and and in that altered state, that's where the real sort of magic happens, and that we kind of take a back seat a little bit. We're still totally in control, and you can change, and you're very conscious at the same time. But also our subconscious kind of takes over, and our body can do what healing needs to do. And after this, I would just say give yourselves permission to allow your breath to go where it needs to go. If it needs to go down to your feet, if it needs to go down your head, allow yourself to breathe in a way that feels right for you. Because your body has its own intelligence, the breath has its own intelligence, and it knows where it needs to go. Yes, but you can during the breath work at any time, sort of if you like that sort of altered sort of state, you can increase it by and go into it faster by increasing the speed of your breath. If you don't like it or you want to reduce the effects, just slow it down or breathe through your nose, and it'll be a much more. If you breathe through your nose, it's a much more integrative breathe. Yeah, so just really tune into what's right for you at this time. Maybe you've already had a lot of change happen, and you just need the breath just to hold you tonight, and giving yourself what you need rather than shaking more things up is more important than anything. And if you have a nap through it, that's totally fine as well. That's just exactly what you need at that time. So things that can happen during the breath work, you might quite soon on you might start feeling like tingling in your hand or your lips, or your toes, and that's just totally normal. This is just the breath coming in. And also when we're doing the breathing, I forgot to mention, we try to over oxygenate ourselves a bit. So we try to focus in on the in breath more, and then relax on the out breath. But again, don't worry about it too much. After we're going to this automatic thing, the body does what it needs to do. And sometimes I find that I am breathing more on the out breath. It's like, maybe there's things you've got to get rid of and detox. So it's just trusting yourself as well. But we'll try to over oxygenate ourselves. Yeah. So when we do that, though, we might start getting tingling. We might start getting hands might cramp up a little bit as well. That happens if you don't like it. Just slow down the breathing. I'll give your hands a massage. It's totally fine. If you do slow down the breathing, you come out of it quite fast. Or you can open your eyes as well, just to completely come out of it. Your temperature might also change as well. You might get hot or you might get cold, so it's good to have a blanket nearby, but it's totally normal. One of the things that can happen, which I love as well, is when we're doing the breathing, your body can actually start moving itself. Because it has its own intelligence, and sometimes we have trapped emotions in our energy body, and it knows what it needs to do to get rid of them. So sometimes you might find that you're shaking or your body might move position. Allow yourself to do that if it feels okay for you. Also, you might just feel an impulse like you need to move position. Give yourself permission to do that. If you need to sit up or you feel like you need to massage yourself or you need to give yourself a shake, give yourself permission to do that. If it feels wrong, you can go back to how you are, but just really trust that that impulse if you feel it. Other things that might happen is emotions might come to the surface. Tears are quite common, just as we're filling ourselves with love, and that love hits places that just need to be released, that maybe weren't fully released at the time when that happened. If it happens, just give yourself permission to express them. You could be crying one minute and laughing the next, but it's just moving the energy and making space for more love. And yeah, the final thing I say is there was some contraindications to doing this. For all of us, we've all got to tune in. Is this right for me to do tonight? Do I have the space? Because sometimes following the session, emotion, because we're going to be filling ourselves so much with energy, sometimes emotions can still come up the next day following. So it's just really important, am I in the right place? To give myself the space to allow that to happen, for that healing to happen. It does all settle after a day or so, though, if that does happen, and it's and you do feel better for it. But yeah, if you're pregnant, it's not advised to do in the first 3 months, but I would also say just be really careful doing it online as well, because you were holding the space for yourselves, and I'd advise breathing through the nose if possible. If you've got a history of psychosis or serious mental health conditions, go easy as well, because it's really activating to the brain, and we can go into this sort of visionary state. So it's just taking care of yourself, and like I say as well, do please stay in the space, join in with the love, but just go easy on the breathing. The healing happens whether or not we do the fast breathing. just by turning up for ourselves. And if you have any blood pressure problems, heart conditions, or glaucoma, detached retina, we've also got to be really careful, and it's good to get doctor's consent before doing this breathing, because we do affect our blood pressure when we're doing the breathing. And also, if you've got epilepsy, you shouldn't really do it. But allow yourself just to be held in the energy, held in the love. So if we just close our eyes again, and we'll just refocus that energy of, like, this really special time of the year where, we are turning up for love. We are turning up for ourselves. We are turning up for the planet. They're turning up at this great time, this big time of change, where collectively around the planet, people are aware that, people are saying, is this the start of the age of Aquarius, the end of the main calendar? We can all feel there's a massive shift happening like we've never known before. The world has changed. And in that change and in that chaos, let us stay in alignment to love. And let us ask love itself, with all our gifts, our talents, our abilities, and where we are in the world, how can we best be of service to love? How can we bring more love into our own lives and the lives of those around us? So what we're going to do now, we're going to do a shamanic journey first of all, and I'll lead us through it. In the shamanic journey, I'm going to drum for about 10 minutes, and we're going to just open that question before we go into the breath work. How can I be of service to love? And then after that, we'll go into the breathing, and we'll probably breathe for about 45 minutes. And about 40 minutes or so, and then I'm going to do 5 minutes of vocal toning. We'll have 5 minutes of silence, and we'll have a music song at the end, just so we know that it's complete. So for the shamanic journey, it's often good to do that lying down, and just say for the breath work as well, if you've never done it before. I mean, for the breath work, you can do it with the camera on or off, whatever's most comfortable for you. And if you want to come out of it at any time, just open your eyes and return to normal breathing. And although we might be doing it, I might be leaving doing the breathing for 40 minutes. If you feel like you're complete before that, you don't have to do it for all that time. Just allow yourself to be held in the energy. So for the shamanic journey, you can do that sitting down, sitting up, but we often in the West like to do it lying down, because it takes us into more of a dreamy state. And in a shamanic journey, we're really starting to create this bridge between the conscious mind and the subconscious. So it's a really nice one to do before breathwork session. And so when we're doing a shamanic journey, we'll begin with a bit of a creative visualization. This opens the doorway to the imagination. And the imagination is the doorway to this collective, unconscious or the other realms, whatever your belief system is. And so for this one, what I want you to do, we're going to go to the upper world, and we're going to go and meet a guide in human form. This guide, how can I be of service to love? And just see what answers come. If nothing comes, don't worry about it. We've asked the question, and we've got a full, we've got time for the breath work after, and so we're just going to, we can see what happens at the breath work itself. So there's still plenty of time for us to get that answer. And just to state too, during the breathing, I don't do it with any music, but if you want to put music on to support yourself, that's totally fine. I breathe along with you, and my voice is like an anchor for you for the breathing. However, you don't have to breathe at the same rate as what I'm doing. It's more important that you breathe at the rate and allow your body to breathe at the rate like that's right for you. So often, because I'm sitting up, I will breathe quite fast. But if you need to breathe slower, really follow what's right. And also during the breathe, I may bring in some little short sentences like I am love. And if you want to repeat them in your head as you do the breathing, like an affirmation, it can really just help to shake up anything that's in the way of you really embodying that full sentence. But just do that if it feels right. The breath in itself is more than enough. So So just lying down, I'm just going to turn my light down. So just lying down and closing your eyes. And when I start drumming, you're just going to begin to imagine going up to the upper world. If you want to, you can always follow that golden thread up there again. And we're going to hold the intention that we're going to meet a guide in human form who's going to support us in this breathwork this evening. And we're just going to ask that guide, how can I be of service to love? while you're in this space, I just want you to think if there's any sort of support that you want to call in for yourself tonight, or any gods, goddesses, ancestors, guides. If there are, just call them in to support you to stepping into this alignment to love. So you can just stay with your eyes closed. And if you want to, you can imagine that diamond structure around your body again if it feels right to do so. In a second, we're going to start the breathing. Like I say, we'll be breathing for about 40 minutes, and then I'm going to do about 5 minutes of vocal toning, which you're welcome to join in with. And just allow that sound to be expressed through you, through your heart, through your body, and allow that healing energy of the sounds to move through you. So when you feel ready, we're going to start the breathing. And just a reminder, we're going to try to breathe into this heart space at the rate that's right for you. Allow that part of our chest to rise and fall. And using this circular breathing pattern with no pauses between the in-breath and the out-breath. So when you're ready, we'll just begin. Really drawn in on that in-breath and relaxing on the out-breath. And just filling our hearts with that light, with that love. If you want to give your body a little bit of a shake just to help that energy move through, shaking your head, shaking your arms, shaking your legs. Allow any sounds that want to come out with the breath. Then return to the breathing. And continue to see yourself as the diamond with this light coming down through your body and this diamond structure around you, and filling that up with light with each breath. I breathe in alignment to love. I breathe love into my heart. I breathe love across the planet. I breathe in alignment to love. I breathe love into my heart. I breathe love across the planet. And just allow that love to fill your body, to fill your heart. Allow it to melt away anything between you and just be in that love. Allow yourself to release anything that makes space for even more love. More of the truth of who you truly are. I open my heart to love. I open my heart to the beloved. I open my heart to all that I truly am. I open my heart to love. I open my heart to the beloved. I open my heart to all that I truly am. And again, just opening our hearts to that question. As I sit in alignment to love, how can I be of service to love at this time? How can I be of service to love? And as we breathe, just allowing the diamond within our own heart to connect to all the other hearts across the world. And as we breathe, allow the breath to strengthen those connections, lifting the entire planet into love, holding the planet within our hearts. I am love. 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 So I'm just going to give 5 minutes now just for integration, just to be in the silence, skill awareness of what's going on within your body, and giving time for that energy to integrate. After the 5 minutes, I'll pop a song on so you know when it's complete.
things my family did. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. 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 I'm not the mistakes that I have made, or any other things that cause me pain. I am not the pieces of the dream I left behind. I am light. 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 I am not the color of my eyes. I am not the skin on the outside. I am not my age. I am not my race. My soul inside. Oh, I am light. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am divinity defined. I am the God on the inside. I am a star, a piece of it all. I am light.
So just coming back into your body, maybe giving yourself a bit stretch. Your arms a rub, your legs a rub. Give yourself a big hug. And then another one. Because you're amazing, because you are love. And it's love hug, love in itself. Oh. 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 So yeah, just allow yourself to ride back into space, and just to really remember that we have connected to so much light during that session, and that will continue the healing work following the session. So it's totally normal if emotions do come up following the session. Just allow them to flow, and trust in the process. If you do need to get in touch with me, if anything you feel unsure about, do just drop me a message. I'm not going to have a vocal sharing space tonight, because I know some people think sometimes it's, when we're connected so much, it's nice just to give space for that to land. And yeah, there's already been a lot going on, so let's just leave that. But if there's anything you want to share in the chat box before you head off, feel free. But thank you so much to everyone for coming into this space and connecting our hearts with love, connecting our hearts across the planet. I know we've got someone from the US here, someone from Canada, we've had people from Australia this morning, Africa, someone from Africa was here before as well, and of course the Northeast as well is represented in Scotland. So thank you so much. Let's take a breath in love and alignment, and of lighten the planet up with love.